We all have our favorite celebrity mom. They're glamorous, beautiful, and inspirational, but that doesn't always mean their kids are. Kids will be kids, and even fame has not tamed the wild spirits of these cheeky children. Before we get into it, don't forget to click subscribe for more great videos from the taco. Now, let's get started. Prince George. Ah, little Prince George. There's no denying it, the pint-sized prince has personality. He's captured the hearts of many around the world with his adorable good looks, friendly personality, and his decidedly naughty behavior. The 4-year-old prince is a media darling, and there is no shortage of photos of his cheeky behavior. A quick search will turn up dozens of snapshots of George sticking his tongue out, pouting at his parents, and generally misbehaving. There's even an Instagram account dedicated to pairing his sassy mugshots with celebrity gossip headlines. If pouting for the paparazzi isn't wild enough for you, how about treading on his aunt's $40,000 wedding gown? Long before Harry and Meghan exchanged vows, little Prince George was a page boy in his Aunt Pippa's wedding. He was photographed alongside his partner in crime, Sister Charlotte, as the pair seemed to skip across Pippa's Giles Deacon gown as the wedding party left the church following the ceremony. Perhaps his wild nature is simply hereditary, as his royal father, Prince William, was seen sticking his tongue out, giggling and pulling faces at innocent bridesmaids when he himself was a page boy in 1998. Regardless of whom George learned his antics from, one thing is for certain: this little prince has a reputation for breaking the rules. Blue Ivy Carter. It's no surprise that the daughter of two music industry moguls is just as sassy, ambitious, and feisty as her famous parents. But the next kid on our list takes her rule-breaking to the next level. Blue Ivy, Beyonce and Jay-Z's oldest child, has proven to the world that she is her mother's child time and time again. Boldly walking in the footsteps of Queen Bey, little Blue Ivy has sassed the paparazzi, scolded her grandmother, and even shushed her songstress mother at the Grammys. Bey was later photographed holding her daughter's juice box at the same event, proving that Blue Ivy runs the show. Her Grammy escapades don't stop there. During a star-studded karaoke-style performance of Sweet Caroline, the then 5-year-old pushed her way into the spotlight to join the ranks of Jennifer Lopez, John Legend, and Tim McGraw and stole the show. She knows she's a star and has no problem telling the paparazzi to back off. She's even sassed Rihanna on the red carpet when little Blue simply didn't have time to be fussed over by the singer. There seems to be little the tiny dynamo has time for. With an attitude this big, she may just take over the hive. Shiloh Jolie Pitt. The oldest biological child of celebrity power couple Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie has been breaking hearts and winning fans for years. Born Shiloh Nouvelle Jolie Pitt, this young actor has been stirring up quite the controversy over the last 4 years. Refusing to follow the gender stereotypes assigned to them at birth, Shiloh is a rebel. Her famous parents have been open about their child's identity exploration. They report that Shiloh showed interest in traditionally boys' clothing since the age of 3. Her tender age makes it unclear if Shiloh is presenting as male or simply exploring her own way to be a girl. We can all follow the example set forth by her actor mother. Angelina Jolie has been heard consistently using female pronouns and referring to Shiloh as her daughter. Her siblings have been heard referring to her as their sister. Jolie famously told Oprah Winfrey that at home, Shiloh prefers to be referred to as John or Peter. Model actor Amber Rose received both praise and backlash for referring to the famous preteen by the name John on Instagram following a red carpet premiere for Uncharted. The whole Jolie Pitt family looked fabulous with Shiloh joining her brothers in sporting a short haircut and handsome suit. Suri Cruise. Little Suri burst into the public eye in 2006 when she was born to the then-married Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Suri has been making headlines from the day she was born, known for both her adorable fashion and her very bratty attitude. Suri isn't entirely at fault. Not only did she endure the very messy and public divorce of her parents in 2012, but she also grew up with famous dad's Scientologist ideals, which indulged no rules or discipline for kids. Katie has struggled since the split to get Suri's attitude under control and teach her to live a more structured and disciplined lifestyle. Suri has long been a subject of paparazzi obsession, and the little star has had no problem telling them exactly how she feels about them. During a now famous incident, a fan asked for an autograph from her mom while photographers swarmed the pair. Suri turned down the eager fan by loudly announcing she and her mother were far too busy trying to get into their car to stop to chat. The loud statement spurred a paparazzo to call Cruise a brat, and her reputation as a difficult celebrity kid was sealed. There are plenty of photos of Suri rolling her eyes as Katie lays down the law, but it seems to be working as Suri is more often seen laughing and smiling with her mother these days. Northwest. You simply cannot mention rebellious celebrity kids and not name Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's tiny mogul, Northwest. It seems no rule is too big for this little diva to bend and break. Most people think of ballerinas as sweet visions and pink tulle, but not North. She prefers a black tutu and leather motorcycle jacket, perhaps to remind everyone that she's not as sweet as she looks. It's not just fashion rules Wee West disregards. The sassy kid has been known to turn timeouts into spa days. She offers critiques of her famous mom and aunt's makeup and outfits as well. Toddlers are all prone to tantrums. It's just a fact of life with kids. Add the pressure of the paparazzi and a busy jet-setting schedule, and you've got a recipe for meltdowns, like the one North had in 2015, walking through the airport, or should we say being dragged, in her Yeezus tour jacket. Mom Kim posted a video of her daughter clinging to her frozen suitcase and being pulled along with the caption, "She won't let it go," proving that the reality star is taking her kid's attitude in stride. Mila and Emma Stauffer. These tiny twins offer 2-for-1 sass on tap. There is no topic that Emma and Mila can't broach in their wildly popular videos. From mocking grown-ups to calling out stereotypes, these kids are dishing out the laughs without worrying about manners. The Arizona native tots got their big break when their 14-year-old sister recorded the pair discussing what they might want to be when they grow up. While Emma realized she hates kids too much to be a teacher, their video was watched 4.4 million times. The pair have drawn as much criticism as they have praise in their viral careers. Fans have shown concern over the junk food the pair eats, the complex material they discuss, and their very presence in the viral video world. While viewers may be concerned that the matching set are being exploited or that they're missing out on their childhood, we're sure they would be just as adorable if the camera had never started rolling. Mila and Emma are sure to do big things with those big attitudes, and they'll always have the perfect partner in crime right by their side. Maxwell Drew Johnson. Daughter of Jessica Simpson and football tight end Eric Johnson, has been drawing criticism and stirring up controversy for most of her young life. Little Maxwell is just too cool to follow the rules, right down to her controversial double masculine name. Mom Jessica chose the name from surnames on both sides of her daughter's family, as well as father Eric's middle name. The choices were significant and meaningful for the young family, but drew criticism from fans as many thought the names were simply too masculine for a baby girl. Maxwell has paid little attention to any criticism of her name and has been too busy stirring up trouble with her rebellious Instagram appearances to start. At only 5 years old, little Maxwell was full of attitude and fashion-forward choices. She gained her mom both controversy and comments when she appeared in her Instagram feed in a tie-dyed ruffle bikini with one hand on her tiny, sassy hip. While many found the photo to be adorable, some felt the pose was simply too old for Max and felt she was being pushed to grow up too fast. The pose seems to be a favorite, as she appeared again in a birthday photo with the same fierce stance. Willow Smith. Going to school and reading seem like typical activities for any 15-year-old, unless you're Will and Jada Smith's daughter, Willow. The hair-whipping songstress made a brief foray into education after years of homeschooling and had this to say about the experience. "I went to school for 1 year. It was the best experience, but the worst experience. The best experience because I was like, oh, now I know why kids are so depressed. But it was the worst experience because I was depressed." If being depressed after sampling the life of any other girl her age isn't enough to cement Willa Smith into the Rule Breakers Hall of Fame, maybe the famous teen's views on reading will do the trick. 15-year-old Smith claims that she can't find any books she enjoys, so she must write and then reread her own. These are more innocent examples of her wild child ways. The teenage singer has had her fair share of social media flops as well. Willow was not only busted wearing a fake tongue ring, but at the age of 13, she created a major stir. She opened her parents up for investigation when she posed for a photo next to her friend in bed. What made this so shocking? The friend was former Hannah Montana star Moises Arias. Arias was 20 at the time, and Willow was just 13. The photo was deemed harmless, but not until Child Protective Services were involved. Becket Lyons Mizzo. J.Crew president Jenna Lyons' son Becket has caused quite a lot of media buzz and in-company fighting for such a young man. The fashion executive's son doesn't follow the rules of fashion or gender. His favorite color is pink, and as it turns out, he loves having his precious little toenails painted. On one such occasion, a photo was taken of the tot getting pampered by his doting mom and used in an ad. The young man getting a pedicure and smiling at his mother should have been a heartwarming image to anyone. It seems the world of fashion is full of sticklers. Critics felt that not only was Becket's love of the color pink inappropriate for a young man, but also disapproved entirely of his mother painting his toenails. The particular grooming ritual was for girls only, and many accused Lyons of pressuring her son to align with a new gender identity. Lyons denied these allegations, and her son Becket's toes are still adorable and well cared for. Assad Khalid. From risque teen photos to outright attitude, we've covered a lot of rebellious kids ready to break the rules. Rules are made to be broken, and not every rebel is without a cause. Baby Assad, the son of former fashion designer Nicole Tuck and DJ Khaled, is breaking all of the rules of the music industry before he's even old enough to talk. Named as an executive producer on his dad's album Grateful at the incredible age of 4 months, Tiny Assad has his own attorney and a wardrobe full of custom-made tailor suits to match his music mogul dad. This pint-sized boss baby helps his dad at work by putting the squeeze on artists who are taking their time turning in tracks to his dad via persuasive FaceTime videos. Little Assad is as hardworking as he is adorable, and every moment is captured on social media. We aren't sure exactly how hard a young tyke like Assad can work, but we are pretty sure it'll all pay off if things keep going in this direction. Which of these famous rule breakers is your parenting worst nightmare? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Taco for more great videos.